Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be trying to get the sway bar in the car so that way we're one step closer to having this thing drivable, because I really want to take it to LS Fest in Bowling Green this year, as long as it doesn't get canceled, and do a little bit of the burnout competition. So let's get right into it, check out this sway bar, see what it's going to take to get it mounted in there, get the mounts made and welded in, and then we'll kind of go from there. Okay, so I basically have the thing sitting where I'm going to want to have it, and after looking at it a little bit, I'm gonna have to come up with different sway bar end lengths than the ones that came with that sway bar, just because they're a little bit too tall for what I'm looking for. So I'm basically gonna have to put two little ears down here, and then have kind of a round, cylinder piece down here with two ears on each side of it and a bolt running through, and then up towards the top will just be the regular bolt sticking through the sway bar with the two little bushings. So shouldn't be too bad. It's going to be kind of short, but should work out pretty well. And then as far as this kind of distance here, I'm not too worried about that, because this actually has to be dropped down some for this angle on this inner tie rod to be fixed. So not really too concerned about that. That's going to clear no matter what, because it's going to be dropped down anyways. So my main concern was making sure that when this turned full lock, it wasn't going to hit the bar. And then, obviously I didn't want to interfere too much with this. So where this is sitting at right now, this boot just barely rubs up against this at full lock, so that's not too much of a concern for me. And then luckily I have just the right amount of room under my pan here, so that no matter how this thing moves, it's not going to hit that oil pan. So kind of the simplest thing that I'm thinking here to make this happen is I'm probably going to come off of this bar on the K-member, come straight forward with a piece of steel, whether it be the box tubing or round tube, I haven't decided yet. So basically come straight off of that, and then it's going to kick up from there up over to here. So basically have another plate kind of like this one welded here with a nut and bolt somehow on it. I still have to kind of figure out how I'm going to do this. So it'll come down at an angle, it'll meet right about here, and then it'll shoot back to there, and then the sway bar will hang off the bottom of that, because I can't take this support for this all the way across like I'd wanted to, because there's just not that much room. So let me go ahead and start working on a piece to put in here, and then we'll see how well that works. Okay, so now basically what I need to do is take this piece that I just cut, and I need to notch it to go around this K-member right here where it meets up, because obviously this is box tubing and it's round tubing, so we're definitely going to have to make a way for it to meet up pretty nicely. Now, the reason I chose to go with the box tubing here is because I wanted to have a flat surface for my bushing for my sway bar to mount onto. So basically just going to have to drill two big holes all the way through this entire piece of box tube and have long bolts to hold my sway bar bushing. So basically now I'll just put a little mark once I get this to where it's straight. So put a little mark right here where the center of that tube is, so that way I can grind and kind of cut out a notch to slide that back onto that and have a good solid spot to weld. So let's go ahead and get to grinding that down and then getting that ready to get attached to here. And there we go. I've got both of the pieces of square tubing notched to go around that K-member. It's not a perfect notch. It's got a little bit of a gap in there, but it should fill in all right. And then where it overhangs on the top here a little bit, I'll probably just go back in there and end up putting like a small plate back in there. And after looking at it, I was kind of thinking, what I might end up doing is welding a nut to the back of a piece of a plate, and then welding that plate to the end of this, and then just bringing a piece of the flat iron or plate from here down to there. This doesn't necessarily have to be something ridiculously strong. It just has to keep it from kind of moving up and down. So I think that'll work just fine. And the other added benefit of this is we're adding extra strength to this K-member and really the whole kind of front area of the car overall. So let me go ahead and get these cleaned off. I'm going to clean up these edges a little bit here or there, on the end, and then we'll get those tacked on there and then kind of go back over it and look again. Okay, so that's really about all the time I have to work on this today. I need to get my stuff cleaned up. I got a few other things I need to do, like trying to get my lawnmower fixed. So, anyways, I got everything tacked in there so that way we can go right back at it whenever we're ready to and do the welds to finalize it. I'm probably going to pull the K-member completely out to do these welds. I tried to do one on the side over here and it just kind of looks like crap, so I'm going to have to grind it back down and clean it up. And I got to go back through and redo these welds too anyways. So there's a few things I need to tidy up here, but if we want to get it to LS Fest in Bowling Green, I mean, I've got less than 90 days to get it ready to go. So, you know, like I said, it's going to be down to the wire. It's not going to be completely finished. I mean, things aren't going to be painted. Things aren't going to be probably the prettiest, but I want to get it there and I want to do a burnout. Not only that, I haven't been to LS Fest, so I think it'll be a really good experience to go there, especially with this car, and have some fun. So we'll get right back on it later. You know, I know we didn't really get a whole lot done in this video, but that alone, just getting those pieces figured out and kind of planning everything out, I mean, that took a few hours. So, you know, it's Sunday now, so I didn't really get on it when I wanted to, but I'll work on it throughout the week. I might not be able to post the video next weekend because I'll have my daughter, but, you know, if I can get some more things done throughout the week, I'll try to get some more clips, post up another video, and give you guys another update. But in the meantime, like I always say, if you haven't already done so, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, like the video, and you know, I appreciate the support that I am getting on this build because, you know, yeah, it's just a backyard build, but really everything that you guys have kind of said along the way, or people have said on Facebook about the build, it really kind of motivates me to keep on going. So once again, I really appreciate it. So until next time, guys, I'll catch you later.